Speaker.
I call the Minister for Transport and Main Roads.
Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, the Crisafulli government is delivering for Queensland, getting on with the job of fixing the many messes left by the former Labor government. One example, Mr Speaker, was the state of the Bruce Highway, left to decay under successive failed former Labor state governments. Mr Speaker, within months of forming government, the LNP were able to secure what those opposite could not, a landmark deal worth $9 billion alongside the Australian government on an 80-20 basis. 80-20 funding, $9 billion to upgrade the Bruce Highway. Wow. Mr Speaker, a $300 million early start package of work has already commenced, focusing on sections of the Bruce Highway with the greatest safety risk. $200 million of that funding is fast-tracking the construction of 16 priority projects which are being progressively rolled out this year. Wow. A further $100 million in funding is being used to enable the pre-construction and design activities for safety upgrades across 5 priority links. These works are advancing, with procurement underway for a number of projects, as well as the assessment of locations and early start activities. Mr Speaker, the Crisafulli government welcomes the 80-20 funding deal with the federal government, which, as I said, the former Labor state government could not deliver. Those opposite chose to run silent against their former Labor federal colleagues. They chose to side with their Labor mates in Canberra rather than fight for Queenslanders. And the LNP will always choose Queenslanders over Canberra. Mr Speaker, speaking of fixing up problems that Labor could not, just last week I was pleased to announce that the new exhibition station at the Brisbane Showgrounds is now finally complete.
Well done.
With major construction now complete, the station opened for last week's Queensland Caravan and Camping Super Show. Exhibition station will open temporarily for major events, and most importantly, Mr Speaker, this means that the station will be available for the first time in 3 years, despite the promises of those opposite, for Queenslanders to catch the train right to the Ekka this year. This year, Mr Speaker. As I said, unfortunately the station was unable to open for last year's Ekka due to the former Labor government's mismanagement of Cross River Rail, of industrial action and disruption by their Labor mates at the CFMEU. CFMEU mates and the Labor mates in bed delaying exhibition station.
Order.
Mr Speaker, exhibition station will reopen permanently for year-round services in line with the opening of the Cross River Rail tunnels, which were also delayed by those opposite until 2029. Wow. Mr Speaker, in even better news, back in 2022, catching a train to and from the Ekka from Ipswich would have cost a family of 4 using a go-card more than $38 in peak hour. But now, Mr Speaker, thanks to the Crisafulli government's permanent 50-cent fares, it's now $4 return. $4 no matter when that family travels. $4.
Minister.
Mr Speaker, $4 under the LNP's permanent 50-cent fares. Mr Speaker, the Crisafulli government is committed to giving Queenslanders better roads, better public transport as we deliver a fresh start for Queensland.